Alrighty then. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome, one and all. My name is Marco. I'm the Dancing Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, the 7 Dooms for Sandpoint. Joining me today are my wonderful Patreons who support the channel, help me keep the lights on, and do all these cool, wonderful, and amazing things. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, folks at home. Did I get it right? Did I get it right?
No,
Get it
do it
right.
again.
You did, you nailed it. Don't listen
yeah.
to them, don't listen to them, don't doubt yourself. Frickin' these guys.
You should doubt yourself.
They're way too old. They're I was gonna be so mean. I'm like, they peaked in high school. I was like, I don't know. Wow. Yeah, Dag's just mean. Anyway,
It's gonna be that kind of.
It's gonna be that kind of session because our heroes
At least
are
we
in.
had a peak.
That's true. I didn't say it was a high peak.
No.
I mean, you know,
it's still a hill.
yeah, we call it. Well, no, it's a plateau for you, mate.
Sweet. Easy walking.
All right, but yes, as you guys can see, we have an aerial battle to get to. So before we kick off, let's take a moment to thank a few people. First of all, our sponsors who help us keep the lights on and do all the cool, fun, and amazing stuff that we do. First of all, we have Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice that connects me and all my players here to this amazing and awesome game. Honestly, it makes things so easy by continually doing all of the heavy lifting when it comes to the system, when it comes to a lot of the calculations, and allows the game to just stay nice and flowing and enjoyable for everyone involved. It's great. It's awesome. Yeah, that's why we use it. So go check that out. We have Sirenscape for the beautiful sound effects you'll hear throughout the course of the game, which I realized I never actually looked for. Is there a Sandpoint? Oh, there is a Sandpoint Devil Battle mood music, which I should totally. Hold on, let me just pull this up here. I can't even search. Freaking, I hate the Fantasy Grounds integration of Sirenscape. I do. If anyone from Sirenscape's listening, I hate it. I do. It is the hardest thing to navigate. Here we go. 7 Dooms of Sandpoint.
It's supposed to be fantasy integration to reach out to for their developers.
That's also true. Yeah, either or. Whoever, whomst ever the fuck is responsible for this travesty. 7 Dooms Part 2. That's looking like it might be it. Okay. I have a point here. Because it says yada yada yada. Sandpoint hissing, hinterlands, serpent folk. Hedrons, come on, you are here somewhere. Devil wings, all this other stuff. Yada yada yada. Here we go, Sandpoint Devil. There we go. So evidently this is the Sandpoint Devil. If we can hear it.
Not what I was expecting.
Yeah, same. But I kind of like it.
Oh, there it is. It's like growling and then a horse sound. Okay, I dig it. But there you go. The Sandpoint Devil. I found the soundtrack for it. Which, of course, Sirenscape. Amazing. Go check them out. And then, of course, we have our amazing Hero Forge minis and tokens that we use for our campaign. Go check out Hero Forge, where you can not only design and create your own characters for use in games, but also get them 3D printed and shipped to you at home as well. So yeah, go check those cool things out as well. And then we have our players, who are amazing, who are awesome, who are going to tell you about themselves and the characters that they are going to play in today's session.
Assuming usual starting order, so Sky playing Cinderella, the cleric of Siren Ray, who has gone through a few interesting catastrophes during her life, from being burned in the Great Fire, scarred by lions, and is currently, well, having a bit of a trip is probably the best way to put it, which you'll find out when Tag does the update. A recap.
Hello, I'm Barbarian CA. I'm playing Westonson, a guard turned pessimist, if that's a profession, that is now helping these wonderful companions defend the town of Sandpoint. He has made a series of incredible life decisions that has led him to be on the back of a hippogriff with a pseudo-elf, descending down to the ground as he attempts to call a large land shark, which cannot possibly end badly.
Hi, I'm OG Lava Kitten playing Maro. Maro is a cleric of Pharasma who has come here to investigate the claims that the spiritual leader is a necromancer. She's since decided that he's not actually, but now is embroiled in all of this because there's just monsters and undead all over the place. So she's decided to stick around and help out.
And hi everyone, I'm Matt from All Things Fantasy, and I play Navanda, a local rancher out in the Sandpoint hinterlands who have been called in to make sure that the Seven Dooms approaching Sandpoint, those from the accursed Nualia, the enemy of Sandpoint forever, does not destroy Sandpoint. She will not burn Sandpoint down for her dark goddess. But he's also, he flies back with hippogriffs. He was once a member of the Sable Company Marine. How much more time do I need to stall for, Dag?
No, you're good.
All right, good.
You didn't need to stall for any.
All right. Yes, that is Navanda.
Awesome. All right. Well, as mentioned, we do have an epic adventure to go ahead to, but before we do, we have one last person to thank, and that is, of course, our lovely audience members. Guys, thank you so much for being here and being a part of the show and watching our channel as we embark on our session today. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time in order to influence the game. Things like inspiration, insight bonuses, wandering monsters, wandering bosses, and many, many more are available at the touch of a button if you want to go check those out. Yeah, subscribers, you get channel points a little bit quicker, so if you haven't subscribed, just consider doing it. I mean, why not? Why not? It's just it's some extra fun for you guys. Then, of course, we have some monetary donations for those of you who wish to donate and help support Dag in his Dag Survival Check. Now, there is a special fundraiser that's happening after the Dag Survival Check, and that is where we're going to be for this month and next month putting money towards doing a mass crossover event in which characters from multiple tables are going to be switching seats. So we are trying to raise, we will be trying to raise some funds to do that. Because it's going to take a ton of time and a ton of work to write an adventure that isn't going to disrupt all my games simultaneously or have people miss out on the finales of their own adventures. So there's that. But yeah. Then, of course, we have, for these rewards in the monetary sense, a lot more tangible effects that you can have to each of the players. First of all, for $5, you can give someone one of these red marks or one of these purple marks to me. These are hero points and jinx points. Hero points can be used by players to stave off death, petition the DM for stuff that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from one of two decks of cards I have in front of me. The first deck is a deck of Heroic Actions, which are single-use powers that will help my players and boost them up, as well as an emergency hero point should they require it. The second use of a $10 reward is, of course, a draw from my deck of plot twists, which is basically where I will reach into this deck of flashbacks and plot twists and all these other little prompts, and I will use said prompt to influence the game and try to insert the plot twist into the story, because it helps me improv and makes me a better DM. Yeah. Then, of course, we have our $20 donation, which is the coveted golden natural 20, which we use for a critical hit in some way, shape, or form to either a player or the DM. For $50, we have our boss buff, which, as the name implies, makes the boss tougher. We have our magic item, which provides a magic item to a player of your choosing. And we have a draw from the Harrow deck, which is a special buff that is granted after a fortune-telling reading, which will give a few buffs to the entire team for the duration of the session. Then, of course, we have our $100 secret menu item. The $100 secret menu item is a tricky one here, because I don't know what's going to happen to our group pending what is going to go on. Now, as our heroes know, they are currently engaged with the Sandpoint Devil. This is a random encounter that the group has faced, but still, alas, in town, the Chopper is a clear and present danger to our group of adventurers, as this serial killing ghost has revived themselves, come back from the dead, and is starting to chop people to ribbons. Our secret menu item is going to be thus. The Sandpoint Devil and their encounter will spark a lot of panic within the city. People are going to be looking for a new leader. Someone who is going to be able to deal with the pressures and the strains and the intensity that is happening very recently. The $100 secret menu item, any of them, however many people want to donate for them, will give you the ability to design an NPC who is going to challenge Mayor Kendra Devrin for the role of mayor. Basically, a big political outreach in order to try and convince the town that they need better leadership. They need to go to Magnamar and send for help. They need to establish their own proper guard. A whole bunch of other stuff. Now, the other side of it is that if the character, or if this NPC that you create is on side with the group, great. You create a character that is a lifelong ally who is trying to help them on their quest. Alternatively, if you have someone who has an agenda to try and throw out the group, or to, in some way, shape, or form, basically not trust them and stuff, then you will have the backing of the Scarnetti family. Maybe even perhaps you want to make this character a Scarnetti. Who knows? Could be a lot of stuff. So yes, that is our secret menu item. New leadership. Okay. That's it. That's where we're at. Guys, you ready to start?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, without any further ado, high above the city of Sandpoint, up top leather wings and flaming breath, Cinderial cries out as they are being flung skyward by none other than the Sandpoint Devil. Hot on their trail, riding atop Maizu, is Navander, with Westonson grappled around his waist as they are flying towards Old Light, an old ruin in the northern side of the town. Maro is rushing towards the lighthouse, having remembered that there were discussions about potentially this devil horse having a lair somewhere in that vicinity, while Peyton attempts to climb over a variety of the different houses to get to catch up to the flaming demon horse. Now, where did we leave off the cliffhanger? I believe Cinderial had been dropped, and Navander was nosediving to try and catch him. Is that correct?
With an added thing.
Yes. Weston had just shot down with an explosive round to try to summon the Bluet to cause more mayhem and mischief.
To summon the what? Sorry.
The land shark, the Bluet.
Oh, the
whatever.
Boulet. The Boulet.
Yes, thank
Yes,
you.
that's right. That's right. I do recall this. All right. So, before we kick off, however, we have a donation for a plot twist from Malakara. Malakara, thank you so much. Give me a number between 1 to... you know what? Let's go 1 to 5. Give me a number between 1 to 5, and we will throw that in. Cookie! Thank you so much for the $80 donation, you mad lad, you. Here I was thinking, well, before you say what you'd want, are you sure you don't want to throw in that extra 20 and make your own mare? You can have a mare cookie.
Mayor Cookie, Mayor Steve. Yeah.
That's true. Nat 20s for everyone. Okay. Mayor Steve. I can make a Hero Forge mini of just Steve, and it's just Steve. It's just this guy who likes. It's just this guy who likes role playing and stuff. Who's like, oh man, I didn't want to be in charge.
He's a theater guy.
And he actually rolls dice to decide like mayoral things.
But it could be
That would
even
be so
worse.
funny.
It could be the Steve from Your Pray from Death that as soon as we all look away, we all forget he's there.
Oh yeah, you forget that you
Sorry,
have a mayor. All right.
Who?
Malakara says 3. So here we go.
I don't remember
1,
that guy. I'm in that game.
2, and our third card is Envy. All right, so Envy is our plot twist that we're going to try and insert into today's game, which we will make our best, and everyone gets a nat 20. Thank you so much, Steve, for your kindness and generosity. And you know what? For your kindness and generosity, just because I also feel, you know, I always like giving Steve a little extra because Steve has always been the person who comes in clutch. I am also going to give a free nat 20 to Peyton as well, because this is like the one session that they're not here, and I know that if he was here, I would have been like, you know, I know that Cookie is the kind of person who would. So this one's on me. I will do that for you. There you go. Okay. The bullet flies out, collides with the ground. There is a large trembling. What I need from you, Westonson, is I need a percentage roll.
I was instinctively going to ask if it was a luck check.
It is a luck check. All right. Navander, you are going as far down as you can to catch Cinderial, as Cinderial is plummeting to the ground. Cinderial crying out as you reach down. What I need a reflex save for you to try and catch hold of the arm of Cinderial mid-flight as you're leaning forward over Maizu as far as you can reach. You kind of slap his hand. You kind of slap her hand, causing them to start spinning a little, making it more difficult as their body starts to tumble. Cinderial, can I get an acrobatics check from you to try and correct yourself while you are plummeting?
I said, grab my hand, not give me a high five scenario.
Unfortunately, you are unable to correct yourself. You are now in a free fall and tumble. Navander makes a joke as his friend flies slowly away. You do notice up ahead the ground begin to swell and shift as little circles begin to form underneath where you are heading. All right, last chance, Navander. Let's make a reflex save. All right, with a 23. What level are you guys? 6?
7.
Yes. Oh, yeah, 7 now.
7. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, with it being 7, you do not manage to catch him.
Could I argue for Maizu to make a reflex save?
Sure. I don't mind that.
29.
29 is just enough. 28 was the DC. As
Oh.
Maizu quickly snaps its beak and grabs hold of Cinderial's pants. Cinderio, you suddenly stop free falling. However, Navander, you now need to pull up hard. But you can't while you are leaning so far forward. Westonson, this is going to come down to you. I need you to make me an athletics check to grab onto Navander's waist and pull backwards to help pull him and Maizu out of this free-falling dive. You're coming closer and closer to the ground. Nice! As you you pull backwards, you watch as Maizu's neck starts to crane upwards. You watch as their wings stretch out. You hear the sound. It's like this kind of awful bad sound you don't want to hear on wings as well, of wind rushing directly against them, creating this like strong flapping sound as it's like, you know, trying to slow down. With a couple of mighty stretches and the like, you watch as the whole body twists upwards. However, in that moment, from the shadow of Maizu and the others, the Sandpoint devil who followed in the freefall opens his mouth and unleashes a terrifying breath weapon. I need a reflex save from everyone below. As the accursed breath comes down. Ooh, that is 2 fails. 3 fails. Maizu is fine. Could be mean.
This is a fire attack, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I take like extra damage from that, so.
Ah, yes you do.
Yep, you did give us the warning about that one into last week.
I did indeed. Alright. This is 6d10 accursed flame damage. Okay, so that is 33 damage to all those within the cone. Maizu halves that, so Maizu takes 16. And Navander, you add your let's see. You take 10 extra damage on that, so you take 43 damage.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the fire resistance ring Cinderella's wearing would count for this.
Yes, your fire resistance will help and will count. So you watch as this gout of fire showers over you. You disappear into this turbulent explosion of flame, when suddenly bursting out of the plume is Maizu, carrying everyone, burning still from their shoulders, burning still from the wing. Maizu tries to make it to a nearby rooftop, but as the horse now stretches its wings in order to dive. This is where things get interesting. The Bulette.
You're welcome, by the way.
All right. Leaps out of the water at high speed. Jaws aimed upwards as it rises up. Now, Maizu needs to make me a reflex save, as Maizu is pulling up and needs to dodge the teeth that are coming for her. That is
28.
just enough.
Oh,
Which is
okay.
why I'm going to make you re-roll it.
Yeah, figures. 23 is not great.
All right. You can use a hero point to re-roll it on top of that.
I will use a hero point to re-roll that.
Okay.
30.
Nice. All right. As the jaws are about to bite onto Maizu's legs, Maizu manages to tuck their leg in just in time as the Sandpoint Devil becomes the target. As the Bulette lands a critical hit, dealing 39 damage as the teeth bite into this creature. The horse plunges to the ground and is now struggling against the Bulette's jaws, which have clamped down shut. The Bulette is shaking left and right, basically creating this dirt circle as it is trying to drag it underground. The Sandpoint Devil's a lot bigger and a lot more ornery than the target it was anticipating. So there's this scuffle now below as Maizu basically only just barely makes it to the nearby roof, scrambles and clatters onwards. Maro, at this point, you are passing into this kind of area where you see the Sandpoint Devil being bitten by this, like, about mid-waist kind of thing, being bitten by this large land shark, as it's basically, the two of them are fighting. The Sandpoint Devil's biting the shark on the nose and kicking it with its hooves. The shark is just trying to hang on and shake as hard as it can.
Does a right
we
whale
have
get a crit
land
card?
sharks.
Oh, he does, yes.
Just in
That's
case it's
new.
triple damage.
Give me a number between 1 to 5, Matt.
Let's go 2.
Uno, dos. Triple damage. Target is flat-footed.
There you go, Schoolyard. You're welcome.
Ooh, the Sandpoint Devil is not doing great. She's not doing great at all. Okay. Maro, what do you want to do?
Okay. Can I see any of the party members anywhere from where I am?
You could probably see just nearby, there's the rooftop where you can see the back end of Maizu crawling onto the rooftop. You can get to them, but you'd have to go around unless you want to go through this carnage.
I don't want to interfere with, the fun times that those two are having. I'm going to try to skirt around to get to this building if I can. And hopefully they are too busy chomping on each other to notice me. I'm just a teeny dwarf.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
All right. Yeah. Why aren't you being grabby? There we go. Boom. It's not very stealthy. I came skidding to a halt when I saw Ulette coming up, and it's like, oh boy. Nobody said one of those was here.
That's true. Okay, they do notice you. Okay, in that moment, let's see if the Bulette can hold on. Let's see. We'll save. There we go. No, he cannot. Okay. All right. In this moment, the Bulette sees Maro and releases the Sandpoint Devil. It then begins to descend back into the dirt. The Sandpoint Devil, bleeding profusely, coughs out blood with this stream pouring from its mouth. It looks up and looks around and realizes it needs to retreat, and it will do so.
Can I chuck a divine lance at him as he goes?
Unfortunately, Divine Lance is not a reaction, I'm afraid.
Ah, dang.
Somebody throw a paintball at him so I can follow them on the map.
I don't
Fun
think I
fact.
have any.
Fun fact, he is bleeding so much, you could potentially follow the trail of blood wherever he is going. But you would need to do the tracking and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a little concerned about the Bulette going underground after looking at me.
He's harmless. Mostly harmless.
Well, you're up there. So yeah, I guess Mara's gonna continue forward to try to get to the rest of the party. And kind of try to just set in her mind, okay, I see where the blood trail is, so we can come back down and track that. But she definitely does not want to be standing in the same spot she left when the Bulette went under. As he comes back up.
Okay. Very well. He is circling you for sure. Meanwhile, on the rooftop, you guys can see Morrow. You see the Sandpoint Devil flying away. As you've kind of finally corrected yourself, what would you guys like to do?
Cut out the smoldering bits on Mizu,
Good call.
telling her she's a good girl for doing what she did. Alright, Wes, where'd your friend end up? And also, why'd you invite them to this party to begin with?
It was a really good distraction. You have to admit, it distracted it.
True. Sedara,
Yeah.
you okay?
Now, she won't be screaming, but she's probably wide-eyed in shock because I'd imagine with that sort of experience, she might slowly be developing a new fear of heights. Coupled with all the other fears that she's slowly developing
Fear of
over the course of
fire,
this
fear of
campaign.
heights.
Fear of the dark from the pit.
It's fine.
Or Cinderio. Oh boy.
But yeah, Scenario's probably trying to process and probably not fully responsive as she's mentally getting over the shock of the fall and rapid savior inside these few seconds.
All right. Trembling and basically traumatized.
Yeah.
Cinderial is there, but safe for the most part. Westonson, what about you?
How far are we off the ground?
About 20 foot.
I jump off.
You land on the ground. Okay.
I start trying to determine which of the two is easier to track. The Sandpoint Devil or the Land Shark.
Which is easier to track, you say?
Mm-hmm. I start looking around for the two trails.
Okay, the Sandpoint Devil is much easier to track because the blood is like, sort of it's bleeding quite a lot. The Bulette is harder to track because it is underground, but it is definitely in the vicinity and definitely hunting Morrow.
All right. Navander, pick up Morrow and keep me in eyesight. I'm going to start trying to find that horse.
How do you
Unfortunately,
Simon's character?
our ground friend, I think, has chosen Morrow as its next meal.
Oh, crap. Alright.
I will give you this. You're on the ground now. You're also a very viable choice.
Yeah, I don't say that.
Okay. Do you wanna let? Oh, actually, this table missed that last week. I will talk about what happened last week. About last week, the theme of last week, for some reason or another, was people coming up with plans and instigating them without communicating to their fellow players. I'm sure there is a plan here, but instead of because the culture of being a stream game, right, is we want to surprise people. We want to do something and have cool ideas and stuff, and we want to surprise our audience with it, which makes perfect sense. But I want to encourage players to message in the Discord that we have as a shared Discord when you guys do come up with things that you have in mind that potentially put yourself or the team at risk. This is just as like a realizing how little space I do give to have those kind of conversations. It's still a good idea just in general. So yes, for example, my follow-up question would be, why is Westonson concealing that particular nugget from the group?
Two reasons. One, Maizu can only carry so much.
Sure.
Two, Westinson's background as a clan guardian would mean that I would put other dwarves' lives before his own. Three, Navanders has this incredibly annoying assistance, like persistent action of getting in the way and trying to save people.
You mean so exactly like you are?
Exactly.
The difference is
100%.
The difference is Westonson in this case would also know that he is currently not saving Maru. He's instead just putting himself at risk, because if Navander has the ability to pull Maru off the street, they can do that without you jumping onto the street.
Except that Maizu can only carry so much.
No, that's if Maizu's flying. It doesn't mean you can't get off on the roof.
Oh, no, I do, yeah.
That's
I will
what I mean.
Start looking for another route. But I also have to try to track the Sandpoint down.
Oh yeah, but the blood's not gonna. Yeah, but the blood's not gonna go anywhere. You don't necessarily have to do that while there's literal chum in the water. You know what I mean? Yep. That's what I'm getting at. So in this particular case, that's what I want to encourage is rather than like sort of, because I'll be honest, it's mostly because I find every time Neil comes up with a cockamamie scheme, we end up having to sit there and hyperanalyze it, and I'm like, you don't have to kill yourself. And in this case, it was a good chance for me to go, oh yeah, I didn't say it to this table. I said it to Neil. I just didn't say it to you guys. But yeah, Westonson, there's no need for you to kill yourself. Westonson, you can get off the roof, and you know what you can do? Rather than having Navander do it, you can reach down and tell Maru, quick, grab my hand. Then I can tell Maru to make an athletics check so that Maru can rush up and try to grab your hand.
Okay.
There was me thinking Weston was just going to hunt the white whale on his own because that was what it was introduced as.
That's what I thought he was doing for a second. And I was like, no? Okay, I mean, if that's what we're doing, I have to write the encounter. But, if the goal is to save Maru and to, protect her, then, yeah.
My next action is to seek high ground.
Know where you guys are. She's trying to get to you.
Actually, we see you.
Left behind.
Yeah, you can see. Well, if Westonson calls out Maru, you can see. Yeah. You can see where.
I just know they were up there somewhere. I'm just not sure which one they're on.
You can see them now.
Oh, I can. And then I will head over to that building and look for a way to get up.
All right, let's. Sorry, but I made the suggestion. Westonson didn't necessarily take the action. Westonson, are you happy with said action? Sure. All right. Very well. Slinging your gun over your shoulder, you lean down and call out to Maru. Maru, can I get an athletics check as you begin to take a bolt for Westonson? Also, real quick, Christina has donated 2 hero points to Cindereal and Navander. Thank you kindly, you lovely and wonderful person. That's what I wanted.
I know I have a -1 right now.
Because you're second still. Which I don't think we should be because we're not in the smoke anymore.
It still lingers.
Oh, that's what. Oh.
Okay.
Gross. So I'm coughing while I'm running too, especially after running. A lot of coughing, but yes, I try to jump up and catch your hand.
Okay.
With a 24.
With a 24, you run and you feel yourself getting a bit fatigued. You watch as the land starts to part, as it starts to beeline and head towards you. Cinderial and Navander, you have a chance to react if you would like to in any way.
So she's not up.
Not yet. She's running. She's sprinting to the location.
So the Bullet was summoned by
Me.
a shot, right?
Yes.
Could that be assumed that I can that it's probably bases its senses on like tremor sense or something like that?
It's a good. Yeah, pretty good assumption on that one.
If that's the case, I'd like to draw a couple of arrows and shoot them to create a distraction to make the Bullet confused somewhat, to make them think there's a couple more people around the area, if that's possible. Like shoot the ground to imitate like someone's movement.
I think your arrows aren't going to do enough. You would definitely know that there's definitely not enough impact on arrows compared to a gunshot.
What if I use the telekinetic projectile? And
Yeah,
just
that'll do it.
head for the ground like a bunch of rocks, like in like a direction away from
Yeah, no, that'll work. Sure.
just to give it that little bit of extra time.
Yep. And Sandariel's bit in this would be fearing that someone like Weston might jump down if Morrow gets caught. Will preemptively heal the group while we're all up on this roof with an area heal. Which means those of us on the roof heal 17.
Okay. 17 healing, done and done. All right. Morrow. One more athletics check, please, as the Bulette's fin breaches the surface. The telekinetic projectile launches, and as it does, it veers momentarily away towards where the impact was. But your footfalls are still quite heavy.
I am a big stocky dwarf.
You are a big stocky
Oh, that
dwarf.
cloud is getting me. It's like hacking as I run. It's not good. I'm gonna get eaten.
Okay. You run, you leap. Westonson, I need a reflex save from you. This is going to be quite a difficult one.
I'm just going to use my nat 20.
You're going to use the nat 20? You sure you don't want to use a hero point on that one?
Okay, well, great. I'll use a hero point to
I was going to say, it's not
higher.
that high, and you do have a plus 15.
There's 19.
Brilliant. Yeah, there you go. Easy done. As Mara, you reach up, you kind of don't leap very high, but Westonson, you slide down and use your feet and as anchors to make the excess distance. You grab hold of Mara and you pull them up. Just in time as the Bulette has turned back around and then bam, slammed into the side of the building. The buildings are too tough for the Bulette to sort of smash straight through and into, mostly made of like wood and stone and the like. So you can see it sort of circles around for a little bit, but then after a short period of time will vacate the area. During this time, you take a few moments to catch your breath, trying to ride out and wait until the Bulette is not around. In this time, you guys have some chance to talk and discuss and, well, again, catch your breath. The scene is yours.
Yeah. Mara's gonna just bend over and just hack a whole lot, trying to cough out as much of that smoke cloud that the demon threw at him. And then after she's done with this coughing fit, she's gonna like, "You have one of those here?" And she just coughs again.
Yeah. It showed up a little while ago.
What is it about this town that is attracting all of this?
I know, right?
Don't think about it too hard. Think about it too hard, your brain starts hurting. You just gotta deal with what comes at you.
Mm.
And at you. And at you.
And this is
Nathaniel
it.
tries to eat you.
And this isn't
Mm.
even fun stuff yet, Mara. You haven't even been down into the pit yet.
Sounds fun. But I think first we should finish off this devil when our friend is done hunting. But there is a very visible trail so that we can track this down. Is this one of those doom things you guys were talking about?
We think
Nope.
so.
Oh, the Sandpoint devil, yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I would like to see Father Xantus at some time, as Nevada kind of leans back onto the onto the roof, like onto the tile or whatever the material is, and stretches out. Patches of like his shirt is like still smoldering.
Mm.
Really have to take care of this cursed fire curse thing.
Yes.
Scenario, are you right?
I think we need
I
better
don't know
alarm
what
clocks for
you've
the
been
chapel.
through.
Need better what?
Alarm clocks for the chapel.
Yep, you definitely do.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know where Peyton is. He started climbing buildings, but I recalled you were talking about this old former lighthouse, potentially a lair for this devil. So, thankfully, I assumed right. But clearly, that's probably where it's headed.
That's actually a good point. We should also probably see my shop. Maybe she would have some fire resistant stuff.
Mm.
And Peyton will show up in a trench coat with 3 goblins attached to him, probably trying to claw out his neck or something.
There is
My
Unfortunately,
only
wouldn't be the
concern
first
is
time.
if we.
Wouldn't be the first
Yeah,
time.
my only concern is if we wait too long to track this down, it will heal itself. Right now, the last I saw of it, it was bleeding profusely.
All right. Devender slowly gets back up to his feet. Well, after that demonstration, the town would probably be in a bit of an uproar. I'll go report to Hemlock. If you want to follow the trail as much as you can. Or do
Yes.
we need some help following that trail?
Mm, well, I'm not an expert at tracking, but it is a lot of blood.
It is also blood that's been flying. So the blood trail will be as the crow flies.
Mm.
Which in some
We
cases might make it
can,
difficult to follow.
yeah, we can work on trying to track it down while you're reporting in,
Yeah. And
then wait for you.
I don't know how obvious this is, but would Scenario know enough that ignition might be useful enough to basically act as a flare to signal to Navander in the sky where we are if he needs to trace us down a distance? I think you're muted, Doug.
Yes, no, that'd be fine.
So that'll be Navander's signal for where we end up.
Easy done. All right. So as you begin to track, I'll need a survival check from you.
Okay. There's mine.
Felt weird not
Oof.
rolling a flat d20 for once.
Fantasy Grounds is determined to get us today.
It is really out to get you guys.
What are you talking about? I got a 31 on that survival.
I know.
Oh, you did. Oh, you did great. I did not. It's after me today. Wants me to get eaten by the Beulah, I think.
Okay. Cinderial, you do manage to pick up the trail, and you begin to follow it to the best of your abilities. It seems to be heading away from town, at least for the time being. How long / how far do you intend to follow it? Do you intend to go the whole way?
Given we had an interrupted sleep schedule, that is an interesting question.
Yeah.
Well, as I mentioned, it will take you at the very least to the outskirts of town, and will indeed be leaving the town.
Look, this is the best
Interesting.
opportunity we have to take it out. It has been chomped on by a land shark.
Cultists worshipping it, like what we found in the pit.
Well, if we can scope it out, if it is completely defended, we can decide then. But we need to at least find where it's hiding.
To me, that sounds like
Onward and upwards.
proceeding forward.
Okay, that does indeed sound...
Cheer up, Cinderial. Let's go get a devil.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm more thinking the fact that Sindera goes down once, I think she's straight dead.
All right. Our heroes continue following the trail. The survival check is not needed. You guys succeeded well enough that you are still very much on the right path. As you continue onwards, you eventually find yourself heading quite a ways out of town, heading towards the pit. As you get to its entrance, you see that there is a just leading up to where the plateau is. There appears to have been a crash. The Sandpoint Devil seems to have touched ground here, if just for a moment. Probably to catch its breath or the like, potentially still being in the area.
Maybe we can catch it before it goes into hiding.
When we
Can we
signal
tell
for-
where it seems to have gone from that crash point?
Survival check.
All right. Let's see if we can find it. Look, Fantasy Grounds. All right, Maro cannot track this. This is weird. She's never had to track a flying demon horse before.
It's fair. It's not exactly the easiest of skills.
Yeah. I don't see where the trail went.
I'm going to widen our search area and give it a go to see if I can pick up the trail.
All right, you widen the search area.
Nope.
Oh, it wanted to be that 14. I saw it.
Oh, what the heck. Death is death. I roll, I use my hero point to reroll that.
Okay, hero point it is.
There you go.
All right, with a 29. Just a short distance ahead appears to be a kind of like this burrow beneath this huge tree. It looks as though something has dug and clawed and ripped out the ground beneath the hollow to widen it large enough that you think the Sandpoint Devil may have possibly gone in.
Right.
I think we should probably signal Evander.
I was about to ask if Navander's done his thing with Father Xantus and is on the way back at this point.
Yeah. Navander, you arrive at the church. Again, it is quite late at night. As you do so, Father Xantus agrees to see you. Navander, my child, what brings you so late to the chapel? I hope everything is all right.
Yes and no, Father. We encountered the Sandpoint devil. It nearly got Sandaro. But don't worry, Sandaro's okay. He's fine. He's tracking down the creature with Westonson and Marrow. You haven't seen Peyton here by any chance, have you?
I'm sorry, I have not. That is quite troubling. Well, I'm happy to see that you're okay, but hunting the Sandpoint devil, this is quite the dangerous endeavor.
We managed to injure it quite drastically, so it is quite injured. We're just trying to track it down and finish it off.
I see. He looks around for some supplies and things that he needs to heal you. Okay, he will remove your curse.
Thanks, Xantus.
It's Father Xantus.
Listen, it's fine.
I'm joking.
Whatever else, also grab some potions for Sandario.
Unfortunately not. He does not have that many potions. Bad for business with the potion seller in town and all that.
Oh, Misha.
Masha's the herbologist. The potion master is a man named Pillbug.
Well, I'd like to hear your story about that a little bit later, Father. What about holy water? Do you have some holy water?
He can give you some holy water. Gives you 3 bottles.
Thanks, Xantus.
Father
let you know
Xantus. I'm a priest, you little cunt.
All of a sudden, to you, it's Father Joseph Laring, blah, 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 Xantus the Third. It just keeps getting longer and longer.
Look, he's trying to keep his position, so you will call him Father Xantus until.
I mean, literally, the biggest problem is I've got this guy who's watching me, basically saying that, I'm not respected by the town, and then this fucking guy comes in middle of the night saying, this is what I need for free from the church, and then calls me, yeah, thanks, Xantus, and then walks off.
For the record, I was buying them. Thank you very much.
Were you? Did you give me money for them?
Yeah.
Because I didn't ask for money.
Well, I'll put it in the donation.
Yeah. Can't put in the donation. I'm sure you were going to do that. Fucking this motherfucker.
Vander makes a point to drop a coin pouch.
Oh,
with,
hey. Yeah, go on.
With an extra 10 gold, with an extra 10 coins more than what it was worth.
Okay. 10 platinum coins, yeah?
Gold coins.
Okay.
Tearing things of silver, it's fine. So he'll make an effort to drop like 10 gold coins into the donation thing.
All right. Very well.
Shakes his head as he walks out, but with a smile.
Father Xantus is worried. He's worried about you guys. As you head out, you can see the signal coming from the others. Getting on Maizu while you do not have Peyton, you manage to fly out to go and meet them. It takes you about 20 minutes to get to where they ended up. At this point in time, Navander, you see that there is a wagon traveling late at night that seems to have been pulled up by the side of the road on the way to the pit. The wheel seems to be out. Or well, should I say it's like sort of in the mud. And there appears to be a gentleman who is trying to fix his wagon. Not an important thing, mind you, but just something you see.
As he comes past, he'll kind of stop in midair and go, "You right, mate?"
As you do so, the guy will look around and not see anyone.
Up here.
Turning his gaze upwards, he looks to you and he says, "Hold on one moment while I get his portrait in." This is 7 Dooms. Cough and die. Ooh, 3 hero points for Westonson. I will bring those in just a second.
Thank you.
There we go. All right, this is the individual you see that is caught up by the side of the road. He sees you and he says, "Well, now I do declare, you don't often see members of the Sable Company Marine out this far north, at least not after what happened down in Corvosa. I must say, you come at a most opportune time, my friend. I've been trying to evacuate my vehicle from the pothole it seems to be stuck in, and, well, beast of burden don't seem to be cutting it too well to try and get myself free. If y'all have a second for me to have a moment of your aid, I would greatly appreciate it. I would."
Sometimes I like to organize a communication device with everyone. Wouldn't that be handy? Like something I can just pick up and call or use that I can communicate with. Yeah, sure, mate. Here we go. Nevada will come down and attempt to help lift. Miser will also help lift if she knows how to do it right. If not, get in the way.
He'll, yeah, okay, yeah, it's not too hard. Make an athletics check for Miser.
An athletics check for Miser.
Mm-hmm.
Is athletics is something she's good at. Nice.
Love that.
37.
Nice, all right. You strain and you pull, and the wagon is free. Well, I'm most grateful for your kind hospitality, sir.
Don't worry about it. My pleasure. I'm glad I could help someone on the road.
I presume you don't talk too much. You just want to kind of.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. You take off, and as you do so, he well, he was about to say something, but you're away, and say, oh, okay. 1 second. Okay. He tells you his name is Jebediah.
Jebediah. Gotcha. Jebediah.
And he hopes that you'll see each other again sometime soon.
Hopefully soon.
All right. Sindariel, Westonson, and Morrow. It does not take long from that point for Navander to arrive.
What do we find?
All traces
Looks like
led
it's
to-
dug a burrow.
what she said.
What do you all want to do? Do you want to bomb it out, flush it out, or do we go in? I'm not a big fan of going into that thing, though.
How big does the burrow look?
It looks big enough for you to walk through. Maybe you'd have to crouch your head a little bit.
I am very not interested in walking into that now.
Even though
Yeah.
the pit, is it one of the entrances that would be known going into the pit? Because obviously when we went to the
No,
pit,
no,
we
no.
went
This
to the same
isn't.
entrance.
Sorry, this isn't an entrance to the pit. This is a tree on the way to the pit.
Okay.
Yeah. Mara will turn to Weston's and say, "Do you have any more of those bombs?"
Quite a few of those bombs. The issue is, I've found fire-based attacks don't work well on fire-using creatures.
Anything with acid?
I might have something, actually. I'm not sure whether or not this would pull it out, but we can always try. I'm going to pull out a vexing vapor bomb, give it a shake, and toss it down the hole.
Vapor in the hole.
Yep.
Mara's gonna step away from the hole then, in case some vapor comes back out of there.
You probably should.
She's got enough, having to cough. She didn't need more.
All right. Westonson, you have received 3 hero points from Christina.
Yes, thank you. They'll all get spent in rapid succession trying to keep me alive.
All right. So, as you begin to waft the gas on the inside, what is the effect of the smoke?
It target must succeed at a DC 5 flat check before taking any actions. And it does 1d6 mental damage. It creates a red powder, so it basically infuses the area with a fine powdery dust.
Okay, what's the save?
Save. Consumable. Strike. Doesn't say a save.
What's your save?
Oh, for the DC for my save.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this one time. I had a hard time. 23.
23? All right, you use it. You have no idea if it worked or not. Because obviously he doesn't come out and go, oh no,
Yeah.
my lungs. I am dead and dying.
Yeah, that worked about as well as I expected.
At this point in
But
time,
how long till it clears out before we go in there?
Well, I was going to ask, the general makeup of this cave, does it look as though it's like a line down, or is it curving as far as we can see?
kind of curving down. As you're talking and as you're sort of fanning stuff down, all of a sudden, emerging from the bushes, is what looks to be a halfling ranger. Excuse me, what exactly do you think you're doing? Are you gassing a burrow? My God, what is wrong with you?
It was her idea.
Your idea?
Is this your burrow?
My burrow? What are you talking about, my burrow? No, I'm a conservationist here to conserve things, such as the infamous Alejandro. What the fuck were they called? 1 second.
Very complicated name.
Almirage, that's the one.
Hmm.
The rare
Um,
spotted Almirage is local to this area and lives in such burrows as this.
well,
Who
this
exactly
one
do you
was
think you are?
hunting a flying demon horse?
A flying demon horse? I've never seen a flying demon
Yes.
horse. Sounds really
Well,
rare.
apparently,
Endangered, in fact.
well, it's not really a natural animal that you would want to preserve.
Not a natural. You just described it as a horse. A flying horse is also a Pegasus.
I also called it a devil. It is, fire breathing devil, eat your flesh monster.
Oh, so fire breathing now means that it deserves what? To be gassed in its own warren? There are rules and regulations surrounding hunting, madam.
Hmm.
Things that Navander? Navander, is that you? Navander, you should know better than this.
How did
This-
I didn't see that.
This is his name is gonna be Scorn.
Hey, Scorn, I didn't see that. You've been working on yourself. Good job.
He kind of looks at you and he's like, yes, we all can't live exciting lives with hot elven wives, some of us have to do real rangering around towns and things. Otherwise, people disrupt the natural order, habitats and whatnots. And I'm surprised to see you here of all people and not saying something yourself, being a person of your standing. This is awful, just absolutely awful. Gassing burrows. What next? Throwing bombs and explosives and dynamite into burrows?
Listen, you
Probably
and I
make
have
some
very
dynamite.
different things about.
You just sit there and like, we didn't have enough.
We thought about
That is
throwing
the
bombs down there.
Listen, Skull, this thing is an actual harmful entity to the environment.
A harmful entity to the how so? How is this? Is it a harmful entity to the environment?
Because it has basically taken the top of the food chain away from insert local predator here, which might be like a wolf or something.
Probably the fire pelt cougars for the
Yeah,
area.
fire pelt cougar. Yeah.
Make a oh geez, I don't know if it's a blood diplomacy or a lie. I feel like you're maybe lying. Because I say you don't know about its. I feel like you've not even remotely thought about its actual impact on the.
Probably not.
And it's been around for like hundreds of years. You know what I mean? Like, it's called the Sandpoint Devil. It's not called the Irison Devil that came out of place. It's been here longer than you have. Let's go with a bluff check or
All right,
deception.
I'm happy to use a nat 20 for this one.
Oh, nice. Okay, what does that give you?
21,
That's still
which
not
I think
enough.
might be a
So
fail. but,
that's not a critical hit, but that
No.
will become a standard success, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
yeah.
Okay. He turns around and he says, "A danger, huh? Okay. All right. Well, if this thing is a danger, then we should cordon off the area." He pulls out some duct tape, and then he ties it around the entrance, and he's like, "There." That'll stop it.
Scorn. Look at me.
I think he forgot it flying.
Yeah.
Vincent.
Right?
He looks at you.
That's a den full of poison now. You just sealed it up without any airflow.
Well, no, it's got like so it's just sticky
He's
tape.
doing like a police
Oh,
tape
that's fine.
type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, like it's like police tape. He's used
Oh,
police
yeah.
tape.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, this time period, would it be duck as in DUCK tape? Because they don't have ducts.
I mean, they might. You don't know. They've got guns and other things. I mean, who knows
Yeah,
where
they
technology
can
is
have
going.
an air vent. And
I mean,
ducts.
we
So
had
he
ducks
says-
long before we had ducks.
He says, "Look, I'm only doing this as a courtesy because you and I went to the same ranger school. But rest assured, I do not for a second believe you in this cockamamie story about a demon horse with devil wings and breathing fire. What a load of ridiculous horse. And as he says that, out from the shadows, this huge fanged equine head grabs hold of his body and yanks him back into the actual hole itself. You hear this scream as the tape snaps and he is pulled. You watch as his feet kind of twitch as they disappear into the dark. By the way, that encounter came courtesy of Envy. This guy was very envious of Navander as a...
I suggest we give it 5 minutes and then go in.
Yeah. Also, Mac, this was not. This wasn't Jebediah. This was Scorn. Scorn was a halfling.
ranger. Yeah.
That's fine. The only reason why he's out here in the wilderness is because he failed his test like 3 times.
Are you really going to just stand here and let him be eaten?
No.
Mara was like, and just starts going over there and
Vandal kind of go into the hole.
wrap something around her face to like keep from breathing in whatever he threw down there.
But knowing that this actually doesn't have a duration, I just walk in.
All right,
I don't know. I wasn't taking a risk.
Make a fort save as you enter.
Sure.
Oh no.
Hey, fine.
30.
Do I need to make one as well? Or am I okay because I wrapped up?
You're also fine. Actually, no, you're not fine.
That was Navander. Yeah, Navander's not fine.
Navander's not fine.
Okay, I guess. Damn it.
What did you do
My
to
cloth
Fantasy Grounds?
did not help. I don't know. Fantasy Grounds doesn't like me.
Well,
It's
everyone except Westonson failed, and Sindariel critically failed. So what happens? What happens, Avarian?
Thanks.
Oh,
Thanks, Westonson.
you're welcome. So they take 1d6 mental damage.
At least it's not persistent.
Ow.
And
Yeah.
for the next turn, they have to do a flat DC 5 check before attempting to take an action. I mean, I expect everyone to pass but Morrow. Because apparently the Fantasy Ground devs hate her.
So if that's Sandero got a critical fail, does that mean there's technically a crit card?
Yes.
It lasts 1 minute for you, actually. The DC 5 check. Not a critical failure, last minute.
Oh.
And you said
So
a d6, so it becomes 2d6 for the damage.
Sure, yeah,
Would you like to roll the damage, Avarian?
I certainly
yeah,
do.
damage us.
We're going to do Sindariel first. 6. Morrow. 5.
Okay.
Because Fantasy Grounds hates her.
I'll be right back.
And Navander 2.
I'm happy with that.
I blame it on the fact that I still have some of that demon horse cloud in my lungs.
I'll point out, it was your suggestion to throw the bomb down the hole.
Well, I didn't expect to have to come down here chasing a halfling, getting
Oh, I'm not chasing the halfling.
grabbed.
Also, I should have
Alright.
mentioned I put Maizu back in the Pokeball. Or the amulet that's around his neck. For those who are new to the channel.
Which looks an awful lot like a Pokeball.
It kind of does, yeah.
It'll be on the top, diamond on the bottom, kind of circular.
All right.
You did
Crit
what?
card. Sindariel.
Seven.
Number 4.
2, 3, 4. Okay. Interesting. Target gains weakness 5 against a particular type, but this is not really a type of damage. Psychic damage, yeah. So weakness
It's
5
mental
psychic.
damage.
Yeah, weakness 5 mental. Which also means you take 5 extra damage.
So a potion of lesser resistance. What exactly does that do?
Let's have a look.
I suppose I could probably looked up the item, couldn't I? My
Yes, you
bad.
could.
If I could spell.
Here we
Which
go.
I can.
Potion of resistance lesser. For 1 hour, you gain resistant 5 to an energy type, determined when you drink it.
Okay.
Don't blame it on the sunshine.
I will drink one myself and say fire, and I have one other.
Okay.
Whoever wants it. No, actually, I'll hand it to Cinderio.
I have a ring that gives me a resistance 5
Okay.
fire already.
In which case, dwarves before elves, I give it tomorrow.
Okay. So
Long-standing feud.
she's not going to comment on the fact that Novander's not an elf and just accept it.
All right. Now, it is pitch dark in this tunnel.
Okay.
Dark vision.
Which means
Half
Cinderella would
dark
immediately.
vision, but it's so dark. Yeah.
Yeah, which means
what
Cinderella
do I
would
have
immediately
on
light her
me?
torch.
Let me see what I've
Thanks,
got
Dara.
in me inventory.
Also, you should be able to move your characters in the tunnels.
Okay, do we want to be stealthy?
You hear a... Oh!
Yeah. I don't think
Good
we've got time to
call.
be stealthy.
My dogs heard you.
Also, light. Dara is going to be very stealthy to sneak.
Right then.
I think speed is probably more
All
than
right.
stealth.
Then I've got nothing to assist us at the moment. Let's go.
Go towards
All right,
where
I'll
spring is.
head out. Yeah. Okay. Can we tell which way it seemed that it may have gone by like blood trail or anything?
Make a survival check.
Okay. Yay, it gave me a decent roll.
It's way too dark in here to see anything.
Okay. Now, when you get to the break, there is liquid in a few places. To your left is a blackish, viscous, sticky liquid. To the forward front is a bright red liquid, which looks like blood. And yes, the Sandpoint Devil had red blood. And to the south appears to be a yellow, almost dried, powdery kind of substance. Fun fact. This is actually a trick that I use because I'm an asshole. When my whole party turns around and says, I got dark vision. And I say, cool. Because you have dark vision, what you can see is 3 gray
Everything's
blobs.
Yep.
Cinderia lit a torch.
Well,
so-
we get the torch, so that helps.
Yep.
Because dark vision was like, well, there's no light at all. It doesn't do you any good.
Yep.
That's why I was like, I have dark vision, but it doesn't help.
It's almost like I've used that exact same trick on party myself.
Wait, what do you mean dark vision doesn't help with no light?
Don't you have to have at least a little bit of light in order to be able to see
No.
anything?
No,
Oh.
no. Dark
Oh,
vision
I
is the
thought
ability
it-
to see in the dark.
Oh, I thought you had to have at least a teeny bit.
No.
Like a cat.
Nope,
Like
nope,
a
nope.
kitty. Okay. Well, thankfully for the torch, we can follow the red.
If you want to follow the red.
Well, one's a
Well,
yellow
it's either
powder,
the
right?
devil that bled or the halfling that bled.
Yeah.
So I'd rather would follow the red.
Can I use crafting as like my fact that I'm an alchemist to try to determine what this yellow powder might be?
Yes, and you don't need to make a check because you are a good alchemist. You would know it's sulfur.
Ooh, I'll collect some. I need that for my gunpowder.
All right. You stop and collect some sulfur while you are quickly trying to rescue a person.
Yep.
Which way did you say the blood, the
It's
red
so
trail was?
echoey in here. I
It is
can't
going
see
this way.
where Scorn's coming from.
Okay, over there.
All right,
Okay.
I'll be right back. I
cool.
got the front door. But yes, describe your walking, pecking, defensive order. Hand.
So I'm presuming
Okay,
we're going
hand.
to the red.
Yeah, I would assume we would want to put you out in front.
Yes, Navanda will be sticking quite close to Sindaro because unlike everyone else,
Would like
he
to
relies on
not.
light.
I would like to not have Cinderio up front, especially since the devil seems really interested in chewing on.
I will actually take the lead. Because despite the fact that I have a gun, I'm very focused on being a defensive block.
Oh yeah, I've got no problem with that since I do know that if Sindero goes down once more, she's dead.
Well,
your speaker's still
do you
leaking.
want Morrow covering? Do you
Sorry, what
want
was that, Matt?
Morrow covering the back, or do you want Morrow closer to the front? Because she will go either spot depending on what you guys think is better.
Probably second.
Okay.
As we prepare to head out,
back.
I will pass both
Bonjour.
Evander and Sindariel a greater healing potion.
Oh.
Okay.
Drink.
You want us to drink it now before we head in?
You don't look like you're in very good shape, so might not be a bad idea.
Hey, look, okay, we put on a couple of pounds. It was no need to fucking get like that, okay? Jesus Christ.
Listen,
Hair
I
is still
like
a
my
shape.
retirement. I like my semi-retirement.
The fact that he punched 2 additional holes in his belt is of no concern to anyone but him.
You said
No shame
greater,
here.
yes?
Yes.
Okay. Which...
And you said the
That was
potions
like
of
40.
resistance is
How much?
68 plus 20,
20.
Oh, okay.
which I do have the dice for if you want me to drop it on you.
And how do you pick up multiple dice again?
I know I've got it on the item. I can just drop
Oh.
it on you if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
There you go.
Perfect. Thank you.
Perfect.
And marching order is Westonson up front, then Morrow, then Sindariel, then Navander. We start heading up.
okay.
So, hi, Calais.
One of us. One of us. Sorry.
Thank you so much, Callie, for the $50 donation. I have a feeling this could be fun. Magic item. Oh, for Navander. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, I think I have an idea. I think I do have an idea. All right. I like it.
I'm assuming you're just going to tell us
Oh.
eventually when to stop going forward, Doug.
I will. Stop.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Right here?
Yep. In this chamber here, you find yourself in a sort of an opening with a multitude of different sort of like sort of little alcoves that are covered with a variety of foliage and straw and other gatherings. Here you can hear a moaning coming from one of the alcoves. Ah! Oh, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Oh, the pain. Ah, I've been injured. Something got me. Ah, I knew I shouldn't have been devoting my life to these stupid fucking horned rabbits. What have I done with myself? I'm not married. I don't have a house or kids. I'm just gonna be a loser who was killed by rabbits. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Oh, God. It's getting cold. It's getting cold. I can't feel my legs. Oh, wait, there they are. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
At which point, unless Westerson stops her, Sindel will go over to try to treat his wounds.
All right.
I'll just take up
Found
watch
fire.
and keep an eye out.
You need to make a perception check immediately then.
Last one I did by accident was a 1. Let's see if this one fares any better. 12. 27.
Well, that's not bad.
I guess
Has
I'm
it been
gonna
more than the
stay
minute
here to
yet?
keep an eye
Has been more than a
on-
minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's how long Sindel was affected by that DC 5.
No, it has not been more than a minute.
Cool. Let's see if she even manages to do it.
I don't like that. Let's use the last jinx point that we have on this.
And it's a flat 5 DC. Oh,
No,
no, she's
no,
talking
no.
about my perception. Oh, okay, it's stealth.
Yeah, okay, you see it. All right, so as Sindariel is rushing towards the alcove, you realize the alcove is bigger than you realize. The alcove is in the wall, by the way. The alcove is bigger in the wall because it's actually the Sandpoint Devil that's been tucked into this
sneaky
corner. And as Sindariel is rushing to go and help this individual, she is incidentally rushing towards the devil itself.
Okay. Can we grab her?
Only Westonson notices this.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
By
Behind
layer on the
us.
map, I am not close enough to grab her. I'm assuming that she's out of reach.
You could yell.
So I will yell. And
What do you yell?
Stop. It's in there too.
All right, as this happens, we will go into initiative. Hiya. And then I need to.
And then
roll
I feed
my
it to Vander.
Sorry?
Nothing? Nope, all good.
Cool. All right. And then I get to roll my stealth instead of my thing. 31. All right. Oh, it's the same thing. Cool. All right, Westonson, you are up first.
I will shoot it.
All right.
Oh.
Yep.
How close? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Do I
listening.
have one left? Yeah, I had a stupid idea. I do have one left. I'm going to do alchemical shot with a glue shot to see if I can pin it into the corner.
Okay, very well. It does have cover, which means you will need
Hey.
to shoot through cover. If you fire and you hit the cover, you will hit the little halfling that's there.
Except for the military losses.
Fair. All right, make your attack.
Natural 20.
Damn, critical hit. Okay, yeah, go for the hit. Okay, and with a cacophonic explosion, bang! You managed to stop it just before, and I mean literally just before it jumped out to grab Sindariel.
A round flies by you that immediately explodes into a spider web of sticky glue, pasting it into the...
Oh wait, does it do no damage?
No, it does damage. It does regular damage,
And then
And then-
glues them, yeah.
and then glues them.
All right. With a slump, the Sandpoint Devil is no more. Quiet. Stillness.
Is it dead? Like, Mara wants to like poke it with our dagger just to make sure, like, you really
No,
dead.
don't poke it with a dagger.
Yeah, I was going to say if we're out of initiative yet,
Mm-hmm.
which is the question.
You are.
Sandero not trusting that this thing might be dead, she would pull her halfling friend away, so then she could treat his injuries. Just
Okay.
as she's not treating it under this corpse, as a reference.
Meanwhile, Navander is tying a rope around it.
Mm.
It's kind of pinned to the wall at the moment, so you'd have to kind of clear the glue.
Yeah.
How long
Yeah,
how long does it last?
The glue shot. Just a second. A minute.
Yeah, so a minute will pass. You'll do some
Yeah.
healing. The halfling will thank Sindariel profusely for helping, and apologize. He was so rude. He didn't believe you, but holy shit. You know that scene from whatever it is, like it's like I almost died.
It's alright, bud. You're good.
Walk it off, pal.
Rub some dirt into it.
But yes, Navander, you tie a rope around it.
Yeah. My aim is to take this back with us and make a fantastic trophy. I think I have a space on the ranch, like a nice little parlor where this will look spectacular.
You're going to include the tooth from the land shark still stuck in it?
Yeah.
Nice touch.
Yeah.
Speaking
It's a
of
guy
which,
at
we're under,
Sandpoint that does taxidermy.
speaking of which, we're underground, and I just set off a bomb.
Oh yeah, true. Roll me a percentage.
84.
You're fine.
This was not okay.
Yeah, I'll be putting my hands on the servers, feeling, waiting.
All right. Well, we have a long walk.
Well, before we go there,
Drag this
Mara, what
thing.
do you feel about in terms of taxidermying a corpse?
Don't like it.
Do you wish to
Even if it's
express
a
it in any way,
devil
O
corpse.
spiritual leader of the dead?
She's kind of torn because she knows that people will stuff animals. She doesn't. She's like, do you have to stuff its corpse? You've already talked me into hiding something in the grave, but can we not just show the Baylor that we've got this thing and then bury it?
Well, we could.
I don't understand.
However, do you really think that future generations will be able to go, oh, the Sandpoint Devil was a myth, but now it's actually real? Would you not rather have the town of Sandpoint have that trophy to show that, no, the Sandpoint Devil was real, and it was Westonson who finally finished it off?
No, I don't care about such things.
That's mean. Westonson's pretty cool. I like Westonson. I mean, just because you don't like Westonson.
You don't need a body stuffed up on display for everyone to ogle to have a legend of somebody stopping the Sandpoint Devil once you've shown it. That's how stories work, Navander. You show it, and then future generations hear the stories as they're passed down. Maybe he is an elf.
A physical body for people to study, even if stuffed, would help train future wardens on weaknesses of the creature, its anatomy, its design, layout, shape, and form.
If it's
If we're taking
stuffed, it no
suggestions, I
longer
think you
has-
should burn it.
Yes.
Fuck that guy.
Well, unfortunately,
He
Wait.
understands. We
wait,
should
its body
dispose
is
of
somewhat
them.
its body is resistant to fire, right? You know what? You're right. Stuffing it is not such a great idea. Instead, we should quarter it and turn it into magical items so in order to continue our quest. Is that something you would prefer, Mara?
Not really.
It's recycling.
Recycle. We're upscaling it from corpse to walking stick.
Yeah. I thought you
This
were
is in
going for
that
fireproof
weird
leather, but
area
okay.
in between.
Yeah, fireproof
I
running
mean,
would be fantastic.
Actually, that's a perfect good
This-
use. has to be
Yeah.
acceptable to skin it and use the materials to make goods. Otherwise, how would everyone ever get material from a cow?
Exactly right. I'm glad you brought that up, Maro. Thank you for bringing that to our attention.
See,
Makes a very
elf.
disgusted noise. As lo- it's just what would Father Xantus say? That's what I would.
Father Xantus, isn't he like there are priests of Aristil running around. Priests of Aristil would say the exact same thing. Xantus, of course, isn't a priest of Aristil, as far as I'm aware. But Mara, I don't tell you how to run your stuff, do I?
Yes, actually, you do. Attempt to, anyway.
Personally? When?
Regardless, let's just take this body back so we can at least show that we've dealt with it and we can bicker about this on the way back.
Wonderful idea, Mara. Thank you.
Yeah. She's going to ponder the is this like count as an animal, so therefore if it's being reused in such a manner it's not, is it sapient and therefore should be treated with her. So she's trying to decide as she's walking in, because yeah, what would I know about this thing? Would I know that this thing is just little more than like an animal, or
it's you don't know anything about it. You're actually not from Sandpoint, but this is the effective. This is basically what you'd consider Bigfoot. This is like a cryptid. It's a mythology. It's not supposed to be real.
She would not like the idea of it being displayed as a trophy, but if they're going to,
Turn it into designer handbags.
yeah, just don't even. She wouldn't like it displayed as this big triumphant trophy. She would just think that that's not good. But she does understand that animals are made into leathers and all that
Hunted
stuff.
for sport.
Oh, no, she doesn't hunt for sport.
I mean, you chased it back to its den.
Yeah, it was eating people though. So
Person.
And
technically it didn't eat anyone.
He was trying to eat people.
Yeah, but there's no such thing as an attempted Nobel Prize. You do or you don't. It's just.
I mean,
yeah, I suspect Cinderella probably agree with trying to not make it a trophy more, because anytime she'd see it, she'd probably have recurring nightmare again.
PTSD.
She would not agree to trophyifying this thing, but if you want to
so
use its leather,
I think the consensus is you guys are going to butcher it here, take something to commemorate, such as the head, for example, to mount on a thing, and otherwise, just discard the remains, which is fine. Whoever wishes to do so can make a survival check for me, please.
Could I swap crafting for survival?
Sadly, no, not for this one.
Okay.
Alright, it's not great, but you do manage to harvest a ton of stuff. Navander, of which you find yourself with some very interesting leather, but also some of the bones seem to be curved in a very particular way that makes you think they could make for a very, very good addition to your bow. Now, if you so desire, you may use that bow as an accursed flaming bow. Basically, it does the same damage as your current bow with all the runes and stuff like that. In addition, it gets treated as though it had the flaming burst rune. However, the flaming burst rune will always do at least half of the fire damage to creatures, even if they're immune to fire. Because it's a cold fire.
Mute. Thank you. That's amazing.
Yep. That is your magic item, courtesy of our dear friend Calindria. So you have the Devil's Bow.
Wonderful. Thank you, Calindria. Thank you, Michael.
Okay.
Very cool bow.
With the survival check, you do harvest a fair bit. We are going to give you... Wow. Okay. You get 50 platinum for everything sold and divvied up when we get to selling and stuff. You bring the trophy and all the pieces back to Sandpoint. You sell all the stuff. You mount the head in Evander and hang it on your wall, and you're very proud of it. Definitely feels good. However, in that moment, somewhere on Chopper Island, Chopper is looking out to sea. He is looking back to the town of Sandpoint. They're here. Soon my time will come. And suddenly he rises as he begins to float, as the ghost of the Sandpoint Devil appears as a mount.
Excellent.
No, he doesn't. I'm just joking. Could you imagine how fucked that
That'd
would
be
be?
awesome. That'd be absolutely awesome.
I was
We
just
would have
like,
to move.
all right, fine then. Be that way.
All right, Dag. If
Yes.
we don't have this ghost thing resolved by the game before Halloween,
Mm.
you know what to do.
I do.
Excellent.
All right.
I see how it is. You're gonna try to drag your feet now on this ghost thing.
You're damn right.
There is, however, going to be one particular cliffhanger, and that is late at night in a small alchemist workshop. Misha is working hard, sweating profusely as they grind the mortar and pestle for the new reagents that they're using to make their next concoction, when there is a knock at the door. She gets up, cleans her hands, and walks over, opening the door to the stranger late at night. The stranger standing before the door is Karn Scarnetti. And that is where we're going to end today's session. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys had a good time. As of next week, we will be also seeing the secret menu item from this week will come in with a little bit of an extra piece, because now Navander has met the next would-be mayor of Sandpoint in today's game, so that'll be a lot of fun. So a big thank you to Cookie for that and the inspiration for them. Yeah, no, this should be a lot of fun. We're back on Sunday for Pray for Death, I think. Yes. I feel like someone might have been missing, but I feel like most of us are going to be there. So Pray for Death, back on Sunday, and then Gatewalkers the Sunday evening as well. So yeah, be sure to tune in. Come and have a good time. Come and have fun. Should be amazing. Guys, my name is Michael, the Dead Aussie Gamer. Thank you for listening. Thank you for following. Until we meet again, as always, game hard or die trying.